Hey everyone, welcome to the Get Your Life Together Girl Mini Mindset Reset. I'm your host, Danielle Van. As a cognitive behavioral therapist, a life coach to women, and author, one thing has become abundantly clear. So much of what gets in our way in our daily lives is not only how we think, but what we think, our mindset. Because of that, every other week, I'm taking your requests and questions and handing over quick, easy to use, practical strategies and life tools to help you shift your thinking, create calm, help you understand and express your emotions, harness your inner power, and learn how to navigate your personal story in 15 minutes or less. After all, how else can you get your life together? So let's shift your perspective with the tools and conversations that help you in the throes of change. The Get Your Life Together Girl podcast mini mindset reset starts right now. Have you ever uttered the words, "my heart hurts," when you've been in a trying, stressful, or emotionally complicated situation? It's common for people to relate to the idea that when things are hard, we experience heartache or pain in our heart center. The heart communicates with the brain and body in 4 ways: the nervous system, hormones, pulse waves, and our electromagnetic field. So when we say our hearts hurt, it's actually true. When our emotions become dysregulated, we feel it in our nervous system, in our heart space. So much of our healing work requires us to feel, to take healthy risk, while engaging our courage and self-permission, while we're also moving through everything that is not serving us. Without these elements, we have a tendency to get stuck in our emotions, stuck in our heartache. We roll around in these feelings until they take control, and everything we do, think, and feel is driven through this mindset of stuck, hard, and ungrounded emotions. With this understanding, do some of your past experiences, or maybe something that you're going through right now, is it starting to make sense? All of this is especially true when things are unpredictable, or we experience trauma, or there is upset that is global or collective. This week on the Get Your Life Together Girl Instagram page, I shared the Heart Math Institute's Heart Soak technique during our Monday's live chat. We were talking about what's happening in the United States with Roe versus Wade, and we really use this as a way to tune into our emotions and our body. And, if you're not tuning in to our morning Monday conversations, do so. It's a beautiful gathering of women. However, directly after we ended our conversation, I got a message from Jennifer in Costa Rica, who was on live and asked for the steps to the Heart Soak technique again during this week's Mindset Reset. So, of course, I'm always going to offer whatever it is that you ask. So, if you haven't heard of the Heart Soak technique, this is a heart-focused, heart-centered breathing and care practice that helps you ignite your self-compassion, calm the emotional body and nervous system, and move through any perceived stuck emotions or even traumas or past experiences. Much like the meditations I write and teach, this process has a surrendering quality to it. We all know that the heart is the source of care and compassion, of love. And when we can bring love and acceptance to any moment, whether that is uncertainty, worry, anger, sadness, resentment, or any other negative emotions, we actually give ourselves the ability to process and move through our emotions in a beautiful way. Like any other technique or tools that I teach, practice is required to make this work for you. So that is the big thing right now. You have to commit in order to make this work for you. But let's move through the steps. You will want to practice this technique during a time that you will not be disrupted or even rushed, right? So find a comfortable position and sit in it in a time where you can have just a moment to yourself. You can practice this lying down, but sitting is really the preferred method. Anytime that we are breathing purposefully, we want to have the ability to fully expand our lungs. Lying down can suppress that ability sometimes. So, sit up tall, relax your shoulders, and you can keep your eyes open or you can close them. We will be doing a bit of visualization work, and most people find it easier to do so with their eyes closed, but I'm asking you and inviting you to let this work for you. Do whatever feels best, okay? So step 1 in the heart soak technique is to take a full breath and begin to acknowledge what is happening in your thoughts, in your emotions, and in that heart space. When we acknowledge what is distressing us or we welcome in our feelings, we give ourselves permission to sit in them, to recognize what is working against us or to what's bothering us. This is work that most people refuse to do. We want to move as quickly as possible through anything that causes us discomfort. Yet, here's the big trick. Here's the big aha for you. If you will slow down, if you will acknowledge what is happening within, you actually have a much better chance of processing and finding resolve within each situation that comes to you and through you. And you actually can process much faster. So sit, acknowledge. That's step 1. Step 2, you're going to take another deep breath. And with this breath, place your hand over your heart. In your mind, here's the visualization work. Begin to focus your attention to the area of your heart, to where your hand is, and imagine your breath flowing in and out of this space, in and out of the heart. With each inhale and exhale, begin to slow your breath, each time making it a bit deeper than normal, but do not force your breath. Make it comfortable, but slower. And as you continue to breathe, we'll move into step 3. Which is to enfold our emotions, our thoughts, or our issue into an imaginary cloth. In your mind, visualize a piece of cloth, a piece of fabric, or a piece of paper, whatever you choose, and let it really be the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't force this. And if you are having trouble coming up with something, visualize your favorite color and allow that to be what really serves you. Allow the favorite color to be the cloth. And I want you to really think about what you witnessed and acknowledged. What were the things that came up for you? And as you really begin to think about those feelings, I want you to pull them from you and place them in this cloth. This is the space that you're going to enfold your feelings. What do you need to move from your mind, your emotional body? What do you need to process? What is it that you will place inside this cloth? And again, just imagine yourself pulling out anything that is not going to serve you or hasn't been serving you and place it there. And then see yourself folding the edges. Secure all the pieces of whatever it is that you placed inside so that nothing escapes, right? Fold it up like you would a towel and continue to breathe. And from here, we're going to move into the last step. And we're going to soak this parcel that you just created in the heart. Visualize yourself placing that package in the center of your chest, right where your hand is, in a kind and loving way. Remember, the heart is the center for love and compassion, feeling good. It regulates the nervous system and your energy. The only way to get through something is to go through the moment, to go through the emotions, to be inside the thoughts. Instead of barreling through them, this time we want to hand them over to the heart in a very beautiful and regulated way. We want to soak it in our balanced nervous system, in our peaceful energy, in an environment where we can focus on solutions and resolutions rather than disruption and sadness or any other negative emotions. And as you place that, as you feel this soaking of good emotions, even if you feel a little discombobulated or still in the acknowledgement space, I want you to continue to breathe and simply say, I release this matter to my heart. I release this matter to my heart. I also love to add the words, I release control. I release concern. I release anything less than love. This is the heart soak technique. It's very simple. It is self-guided. You can do it at any time. This is great for regulating anything, a negative thought, a harsh moment. Anything that finds you can be always soaked in compassion and love. So those steps again are, step 1, acknowledge. Step 2, heart-focused breathing. Step 3, enfold your thoughts and emotions. And step 4, soak. Turn it over to your heart. Turn it over to the place where love and compassion lead the way. Holding space in your heart is always necessary. And this beautiful technique allows you to hold space for everything that finds you. Thank you to Jennifer for the beautiful request. I challenge each of you to use this method and give it a try, as it is a life tool that helps elevate and reset your mindset. Thank you so much for listening to the Get Your Life Together Girl mini mindset reset. If you have a subject or strategy request, email us at getyourlifetogethergirl@gmail.com. Or you can visit our website at getyourlifetogethergirl.com. If you're looking for daily inspiration or tips and tools, join the growing community at Get Your Life Together Girl on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Thank you for being a valuable member of this community. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others.